come down to $9 grand, and I'm only really saving $400.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Back with another video, making sure we get a look at the Concord low. Do I like the shoe? A little bit. It's all right. What I do like about it, I'm going to pull this out so you guys can get a look at it, is that the upper is not ballistic mesh on the lows. I love the fact that the entire upper on the shoe is leather, where it would be ballistic mesh on the high version. The patent leather is popping. This is definitely more for girls, which it is a women's shoe than it is for dudes. But I know for a fact dudes are going to be stunned in this. So go figure. It's the Air Jordan 11 low. Sorry about that. Let's get to how we're going to authenticate this thing and see if it's real. First step. First things first, we're going to come in, look at our tag on the box, make sure the tag is okay. Name of the shoe is the women's Air Jordan 11 Retro Low. The Jumpman is gray on the white box and the white label for the Jordan 11 or for any women's Jordan. When you look at the label, it's not a black Jumpman. Not a black Jumpman. So most people will look at it and they think it's a dark colored Jumpman that's on the box. It's not a black Jumpman on here. It's gray. Just making sure you guys double check that. The color is white, black, Concord. Underneath that, you're going to have the color in French. The style code is AH7860-100. Now, what I'm hoping is that this model, the low used to be 170. The lows used to be 170. Everything at Nike and Jordan brand went up $10, $15 this year. This shoe is now $185. And it's a women's shoe. So it should be cheaper. And I'm going to keep picking this up and dropping it each time. Anyway, the UPC code is the first thing we look at. Why? Because on the inside of the shoe, on the size label, when you look at the size label, the UPC is always on the size label for Nike shoes. It's not like that for Reebok or any of the other brands, but Nike and Jordan shoes, they put the UPC on the label, and that's to help with identifying fakes. The UPC here always has 2 zeros at the beginning, so we go 193-658-004-695. So I come to my box, 193-658-004-695. So that's good, and there's a 14 at the end. So the small code is 14 at the end. I'm going to go to my production date. The date's production 12/04/19 to 03/12/20. This shoe is made in China. The small code is SQ. Let's see if we have a stamp, and we do have our stamp on the inside of the box right here. So we look at our stamp is 40920. 40920. It should be within a month. Should be within a month of our second date. A second date 03/12/20. 40920. It's a little bit off, but we know for a fact that everything is a little bit off right now because of the quarantine. And in China, it started last year in November. So the COVID stuff has been going for a while now, so the dates are no longer exactly in that 4-week window. So you'll get a 4 to 6 week window. I've even seen 2 months lately on the dates of production. But it does have a date of production. On the inside of the box, I'm pulling both pair out now because I want you guys to see that there's a QC sticker also. So the QC sticker is at the bottom and it reads QC 15 OK. Once we check all of those fine details, then we're going to start looking at the actual shoe to see if you're going to get these widow's peaks. Now, one of the things that I find interesting is that the lows don't tend to have the 3 widow's peaks at the back of the shoe here at the toe box. They have one kind of widow's peak, and it's over this stitch that connects the shoe on the medial side. So if I take both of these shoes out, I'm going to get this little peak right here at the stitch. So it's not really that triangle that we find on the Concords or on the Jordan 11 highs. So we're good to go in that regard. I'm going to sit this down and we're going to get to our close-up so we can finish this up. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to take that one apart. I'm going to take this one apart because I want to pull out the insole, which underneath, on the bottom of the insole, you have Air Jordan 11 and then you have QF 8 for your QC check for the insole. But more important, you have the MS4B right there as well. And you need to check that, always check that. Come and look at your insole here and look at your Jumpman It's not always perfectly centered down here at the bottom, but it will be the Concord color. That's the same as the shoe over here on the outside. And then when I look on the inside of the shoe, we always have that little hole down at the bottom. On the fakes, they will usually have a lot of strings hanging. You see there's no strings on the inside of that shoe. This one does not have a lot of strings, a lot of strands hanging. You do have your elastic strap that's in there, and you want to check all of those different things to make sure your shoe is legit. So that is really it. Let's do this close-up so you can see it. I really don't have to do a close-up, but I'll do the close-up. All right, so we got our close-up of the shoe. So one thing that you can always notice on the Jordan 11, sometimes you get pairs where you can see the inside or this piece of patent leather down into here. You don't see that very well on this Concord version. All right, now these came from Nike, so I know they're legit. I'm just making sure I do all of my checks on it, right, and just going through the different things. But this outsole here, you cannot really see through it. You can see the shape of it right here, but you can't see through it completely. I wish I had a fake pair so I could check and see, but I guarantee you on the fake pair, it's a lot clearer. It's not as milky. Turn that to the side. You don't have the widow's peak at the toe. That's what I was trying to make sure I told you guys, because you know on some models you get there's three widow's peaks on the high. 1, 2, and then there's one usually over here on the opposite side, but that's not here on the low. You don't have it at the toe here. You only have it here, and that's not really a widow's peak. That's just a seam that comes up and stitches together. So that's your lateral. That's your heel shot. You got your embroidered jump man. And that's really it, man. We don't have to stay on this very long. I just wanted to make sure you guys got a good look at this pair, because it is a clean shoe. Definitely something that you want to pick up and get your girl, if you're the type of dude that takes care of your lady. That's it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.